Do you ever watch those travel artists paint from location or share about their travel stories on social media, and you get inspired wanting to create something like that on your own, but never get the opportunity for the same? When I'm traveling with my family, I can't force them to wait and watch me until I create art. Or sometimes your travel schedule might be in such a way that you cannot accommodate a painting session within it. I recently took a trip to Edinburgh, Scotland, and even though I carried my travel palette hoping to paint something, I couldn't manage to finish even a small painting during my visit. I had thought I could try painting some of the beautiful architecture and scenery during the night after we have put the baby to sleep, but an important deadline for a very large project that I had been working on came all of a sudden, and it took up most of the free time I had. But I managed to take a ton of pictures and videos for this vlog and for future inspiration whenever I needed to paint it. As I reached back home, I got to thinking that I want to create a small travel sketchbook for cherishing the moments and memories spent in Edinburgh. I went through all the pictures and videos that I had taken, and I think I already knew in the back of my mind what are those things that I wanted to capture in the sketchbook. I'll try to include as many clips as I can of the place we visited there throughout this vlog. When we visited Scotland 5 years ago, we covered almost all of the other places, including Inverness, Isle of Skye, Glasgow, and every little recommended places we found on Google. But we kept Edinburgh out of that trip because we felt that it deserved a trip on its own. And so, it was my first time visiting the city, and we wanted our 5th wedding anniversary to be at this gorgeous place. I am glad that I took several pictures and videos while I was there because I can now use them as my inspiration to paint. I would highly recommend doing this whenever you go out to the world because there is nothing better than curating your own reference pictures. Until recent time, I had been taking all of my videos and pictures in the portrait mode, But after starting this channel, I have started to take them in both landscape and portrait orientations, and for this reason my phone is filled with tens and thousands of media. Taking as many pictures as I can is something that I have been doing since a long time, and it has really helped me to understand color combinations found in nature, improve my compositions and knowledge about perspective. I haven't always been able to use the pictures that I have taken, as I tend to teach painting landscapes mostly. But even then, these pictures have been a source of inspiration for my art. Edinburgh is a beautiful historic city with wonderful character, and the moment we stepped outside the airport, we felt lively and ready for the next few days of the trip. In every Instagram reels or pictures of Edinburgh that I had seen, it's always been gloomy or overcast conditions, but those 5 days were extraordinarily different. We experienced 5 whole sunny days without a single drop of rain, and our friends joked to us after seeing our pictures that we probably experienced all of the sun that Edinburgh is going to get this year. It is an amazing city, full of life and beautiful architecture. I really adore Gothic style buildings, so it's not a surprise that I found Edinburgh so incredibly breathtaking. Walking through Scotland's capital and looking at each of those buildings made me feel a lot of artistic vibes inside me. I imagined that each of the apartments in those buildings to be small home art studios and pictured artists with their easels and oil paintings. I think I have been watching too many cozy art studio vlogs on YouTube, and my mind is filled with vintage art studios. Painting pictures from Edinburgh is going to be quite challenging for me, as it is really different from the usual landscapes and simple cityscape paintings that I do. My color palette is usually very vibrant and diverse, but painting the architecture of this medieval old town meant that I had to switch to more muted and brown tones. My intention was to capture the overall essence of the architecture and understand the subtle tonal variations within those brown tones under light and shadow. But even then, I chose pictures mostly at sunset and dramatic clouds so that I could bring in a lot more color to my sketchbook. The sketchbook is not made of 100% cotton paper, which is what I normally use for my watercolor paintings, and hence was really difficult for me to start painting this, but I quickly adapted to the texture and the flow of paint on the paper. I found myself discovering new styles of painting, and I'm in love of the way my paintings were turning up. My most favorite part is where I blended the sky in the castle painting and the Carlton Hill, and it felt like an endless painting. I wanted to include a lot more of the other places we had visited while we were there, like the Royal Yacht Britannia, which was one of the places my husband loved a lot, but I was limited to space in this accordion sketchbook. I'm actually debating on whether I should create another one of these for Edinburgh itself, but let's see how my journey takes me. Royal Yacht Britannia was indeed an extraordinary experience, as I had never stepped into a ship before, and hence it was really fascinating to be able to witness each of the rooms and deck, and to know that there was a time when people like Nelson Mandela or Rajiv Gandhi, apart from the Queen of England of course, who walked along those beautiful decks. It has been so long since I did food illustrations, and it certainly was a really enjoyable painting process. We had a lot of amazing food while we were there, so I went ahead and painted some of them, which I wanted to keep in my memory forever. I have left some blank pages because I wanted to jot down some memories that happened there and truly make this sketchbook like a travel diary for my trip to Edinburgh. Sometimes a lot of inspiration can come from your surroundings. You don't have to travel all the way to some exotic city or medieval town to get that artistic feeling. Simply stepping outside of your home or art studio can give you so much inspiration, positive and new thoughts, as well as activate your right brain to notice the creative things around you, which can someday turn into art. You'll never know what is it or where is it that sparks your creativity. Please let me know how are the ways that you try to find inspiration for your art in the comments down below. Although my channel is pretty new here, I really appreciate the kind comments and feedback that I have been receiving here. I'll be back soon with another video for you, so I hope you can subscribe to my channel if not already and support me as an artist. Bye!